Hello. Oh, sorry.
You want to do it for once?
No, I was just making fun of you.
I do it.
Hello
every
and
time.
welcome to the... I wish I could do it like an old man. That'd be fucking funny as hell.
That'll be the call to open.
Welcome to hell.
Hello and welcome to the Jersey Shore Musicians Podcast. I'm Matt. That's Jeff.
Old man Jeff.
Old
How's it
man
going?
Jeff. And we have the man responsible for Greenbrier.
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell everybody about what it is you do.
My name's what's up, guys? My name's Tom. Thanks for having me. First off, I have a stutter, so sorry if that comes out. It's going to, but again, my name's Tom. I run Greenbrier. We're a small little house venue down in South Jersey, around like Cape May area, and they were just a little house venue that offers shows for local touring bands, all in between, big, small, good, bad, whatever it is. I'll give everyone a chance, and it's always just a fun time. So
Nice. Nice. How many shows have you done so far?
So we normally only do one show a month, and then occasionally maybe two, depending on how I'm feeling. But so we started in 2018. So all in all, I don't know. It's been a bit, at least 30, I would say. But like, because we do one show a month, we were going from 2018 to about 2020. Then COVID hit. Then some other stuff that the house I was renting, landlord sold it and kicked us out, and then had to move back in with my parents. Then took a while to find a new house, and then I bought a new house last year. Then in December I moved in. February we started doing shows again, and now it's coming up on 1 year. So we did, I think, 13 shows last year. Had 30 something bands play,
Wow.
and yes, that's
awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a lot more than most people do.
How many bands do you do per show? Like 3, 2?
Normally 4.
4. Okay.
And then if it's smaller, I'll like do 3. But 4 is like the baseline I'll do.
You do like half-hour sets, 45-minute sets?
25 half hour, and then we normally start at 7 and end around 10. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So try not to piss off the neighbors too much.
Yeah, luckily the neighbors don't really care. Like my one neighbor, they're like 25, 26 years old, so they're pretty cool, and I never see them. It's great. I always tell them, like, was it too loud? And they're like, we didn't know. It was going on.
Didn't even know what you're talking about.
Sick. My other neighbors are pretty far away, so like it's a pretty good spot. We weren't really planning for when like you're in there and you close all the doors, you can't hear a thing outside. So it's perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it really worked out.
Yeah.
So you're doing it inside the house? Like
Yeah. So the old house, we were in like a pretty residential neighborhood. The neighbors were kind of cool. They just put up with us. But that was in a living room. And now this one, you're a more traditional house venue where it's it's not necessarily a basement. It's kind of on a raised foundation, but it's technically a basement. But so it's more basement vibes.
Okay. Yeah.
So how did you get started? Like what caused you to start doing this?
So I went to Stockton, and my girlfriend at the time, she knew this one guy in a band. And he was like, "Oh, you want to come see a show?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I was mutual friends with him too, but never super close. But so we went up to meet with him to watch his friend's band in their drummer's parents' house. So when we got there, talking all that, and he was like, yeah, it kind of sucks. This is our last show because not the band itself, but just this is our last like show at this venue, the house. Because their parents didn't want random people coming to the house and anymore and walking in through the house and all that. So they were like, yeah, we're kind of like done doing shows here. And they were like, yeah, we don't have anywhere else to really go. And I was like, I have a living room if you guys want to play there. And then they were like, that would be sick. So the next month was I think this was in June was the show I was at. Then July, that next month, we had the first show. And then I was like, do you guys want to do this again? And they were like, yeah. So pretty much every month past that, we were doing a show. So it was kind of just the origin story was basically I was helping a friend out.
That's funny.
Hey,
I got a living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a group around here that's very similar. They're out on Pine Lake Park in Manchester, and they're called the Kill Shed, and they
Oh, I've heard it. I heard it.
like one show a month. They do it on like they have this big deck on the side of their house with like a little gazebo on it. And it's cool. It's a cool little vibe.
Yeah, the first couple shows we did were outside, and we got the cops called every time. But then
We learned the lesson and moved inside.
And then we moved inside, and then it was fine. It was pretty chill after that.
And then how do you? So is it like in the side of their house, and you just kind of close off everything around it to keep it like box in the box thing, or
Wait, what was that?
the sound when you're inside? You said like nobody hears it outside.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like the walls are like just cinder blocks pretty much, and it just really just stops all like the noise like from coming out. It's not because it's when you walk, like the setup is there's either a garage door with like you walk in, there's kind of like a little box area with another door that you walk in to the main room. So like if that garage door is closed, and then the other side door that most people walk in leads to like my utility room, like my water heater and all that stuff, and then you walk under like this into the other room under like a beam and all that, and then you're in the big room. So like you just shut both doors and it's quiet.
Okay, that's awesome. And how many people do you like shove down there?
I think,
or what was maybe the most?
I would say the most. Yeah, the crowd is pretty varied. We normally have at least 10 to 15 of like not banned at least. So like, and it's not that big, so you don't need a lot to make it feel kind of like packed. But
Well, that's the best part about house shows.
Exactly. Like I would say my space is a little bigger than some I've been to, but it's still small enough where it doesn't take much to really get sweaty in there.
Okay.
But I would say the most we've had at the new spot was probably like 30 or 40, somewhere around there. And that's, I mean, I'm bad at guessing numbers, but I'm just
but for a house show, that's a good poll.
Yeah, that's
like because
for any show these days, that's a good poll.
Yeah, like I said, we do one show a month, so if like people are like, all right, I'm going to go. It's once a month. Like, cool. It's not like it's every weekend where they're like, they're not going to go because I don't like this band. It's like, oh, it's once a month. I don't know these bands, but I'm still going to go because it's
you get more of a regular crowd.
Yeah. And but yeah, like the crowd is pretty varied at times, but for the most part, we have a pretty solid like core group that comes at every time, and which is nice. And like you see like the young, because I was never actually big into house shows when I was a kid, but growing up and all that. I went to a few here and there, but not a whole lot. But it's neat to see like the younger crowd now, like the high schoolers, like coming and everything. Because I'm all ages. Like if you want to come enjoy music, I'm not going to stop you. Like come,
don't be acting a fool.
Don't be an asshole. Yeah, like don't drink. If you're underage, don't drink. We'll have an issue there. But other than that, it runs pretty smoothly. So I'll check IDs before the show starts. Be like, give them a little X. Like, nope, you can't drink. But then go have fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, so it's fun.
Oh, that's cool.
I believe I found you because one of the bands, I think the Azures played for you, right?
Yeah, they played last month with Jen. Yeah, last month. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's how I stumbled upon you on Instagram.
Yeah, they ripped. They're awesome.
Yeah, we've had them a couple times. They played 2 shows for us. Yeah, 2 shows for us.
Yeah, they were really that like nice like classic rock kind of vibe.
Yeah, very Doors-ish.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Man of many questions. You got anything you want to ask?
I'm thinking, and then you just threw me off there. Because I was gonna ask about like how do you do like the live sound thing? Is like the bands do it? Do you have it set up or
like the PA and all that? I have. Yeah, I just always have the PA set up in my basement, so it's just there.
Okay.
And for sound guy, it is me. So I apologize to all the bands that have to deal with that. It's literally just me plugging it in and be like, is the mic good? And I just like turn the knob like, all right, I think this is fine. And ask the crowd like, you guys hear it? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's do this. But yeah, like I only have,
I love it.
Like the only thing the bands need to bring are like their cymbals and snare for the kit, and then their guitars and amps. That's pretty much it. And because again, like our venue, it runs a little differently than like most of the houses because we do it all free. So like I don't charge at the door. So the bands know coming in that they're probably not going to get paid unless they're like a touring band. I'll give them whatever like the pot is at the night, but it's probably like $20. But if that at times. But so the bands are all like they all understand the deal and they're all like, yeah, we just want to play, like we just want to come have fun and like put on a show, like put on a good show for everyone. Like, all right, hey, if you're cool with that, I'm cool with it. So I think I just want to wait, where was I going with this?
the band's getting a pot or live sound.
The equipment. Yeah, there we go. Back on track. Yeah, so being that we're all like donation based and all that, it took a while to kind of like build up enough donations to go buy equipment. So like all the money that I get for the equipment isn't like going to my rent or like paying my like electricity. It's like going to buy more equipment for the house.
Yeah.
So I just eventually build up enough and like, all right, it's time to buy a PA system. Like, all right, it's time to find a drum kit on Facebook Marketplace. And so I just slowly just building equipment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of like any of the money we get doing the podcast or our shows just gets invested in something we use for the podcast to benefit the bands.
I didn't say anything.
You looked at me funny.
I'm not looking at you funny.
You're very quiet tonight, Jeff. You all right?
I'm sober.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, since when? It's Monday.
I know. I had a lot of shit to do today that I didn't afford time to drink.
So what do you have like a certain style you normally book, or is it like, pretty much just a hodgepodge of whoever wants to play?
It's pretty much a hodgepodge. It tends to be like the emo-ish Midwest emo type of bands, like Modern Baseball, a little more like not quite hardcore, but like a little heavier. It just tends to be like whatever the people reach out to me or just playing like normally that. But I'll book whoever wants to play. My favorite show I did was not that they were like my favorite bands, but just like the funniest show that I think that I booked so far was 3 rappers, a solo violinist, and this emo band. And that was like just one night. So it was just a really funny combination of just this like
a clash of styles.
Yeah, it was a clash of styles of just like the rappers, this dude just that had a violin with like pedals and everything and just like looping the sound. It was crazy. It was so good. He went hard. I think he was from Seattle, I'm pretty sure.
Oh wow.
He was on tour and be like, "Can I come through?" I'm like, "Sure. Yep. Call on by." And then this emo band or like emo alternative-ish from Asbury called Halogens, if you ever heard of them before. But they were that band. So they also rip too. But yeah, that was probably my favorite show. But yeah, it's really just a hodgepodge of anything.
Now, do you kind of try to like take the bands that ask you to play and kind of like arrange the shows, like try to group them, like, you guys would go here, or is it just like first come, first serve, you get the next open spot on a show?
It's kind of like a first come, first serve type of thing. And if I it's pretty much first come, first serve, where like if someone messages me, if I don't have a show booked for a certain month, they'll be like, "Hey, we're coming by in May. Do you have anything?" And I was like, "I haven't booked since May yet, but you are the first one to ask. So you are on that show. What date do you need in that month? Let me just make sure it works for me. And then I'll build a show around you. And then you might not be the closer, but you'll be in that bill."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll try and find a local or somewhat local or someone popular to come and help bring in the crowd a little bit and go from there.
Yeah, well, we've noticed like a mixed bag normally works the best too, if you have a bunch of different styles on a show as compared to having like an all metal show or an all hardcore show or an all emo show.
It keeps it fun.
Oh yeah. Our shows are very very diverse.
Yeah.
We try.
We try.
Well, I try. Jeff just shows up.
Yeah, and that's the passenger princess in me.
You said it, not me. Your new name is Princess. That's it.
Passenger princess.
PP.
Oh my God! Yes, there you go. So, what's one of the like, oh fuck moments, like, the power goes out, or
that happened. That happened a bunch of times. Yeah, so like,
what's a good oh fuck moment?
Yeah. So yeah, like the power going out. I'm like, shit. All right, what's wrong? I'm like, I have 3 extension cords just going all over like the downstairs. One from and I figured it out now, because I used to, before when I first did it at the house, I was learning and be like, all right, I did this at the old house, I'm just going to do this here. And then I was like, all right, can't do that here. Need to figure out a new way. So like everything was on one outlet, not one outlet, but like
circuit,
the one circuit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, it crashed like 2 shows in a row. Time to actually, it didn't crash the first show, crashed the second show, and then like tripped the third one. Like, all right, need to figure something out here. And then I'm like, all right, 2 extension cords, and that would happen. Like, all right, 3. And then like I kept adding more and more, and just like to different circuits and like breakers throughout like the downstairs. And we figured it out, but definitely because I take pictures for the show too. Like, because if I can't pay the bands, but I can offer them housing, and I'll take pictures and just give them like a whole Dropbox folder. Be like, here's like 200 pictures. Do whatever you want. One with them. So I'll be taking pictures, and all of a sudden, like the lights will go out, or like music side, like shit. So I'll like just book it through the crowd, like dodging, bobbing, and weaving, and get to like the breaker box with my flash. Like, here we go, like boop boop, we good? All right, it's back on. But once I figured out the extension cords, it's been fine. Then what? There's really hasn't been any like oh my god moments, which is nice. Knock on wood for sure.
Knock on wood for you.
Like my most stressful thing is just like I hope people come. I hope there's a crowd tonight. Like I tell people doors at 6, music at 7, and it's like it's 6:40. I'm like, oh god, no one's here. No one came. And then eventually at like 7, people like 15 people will come in at once. Like, all right, cool. We're good, pretty fine. But yeah, so other than that, I haven't had any like issues. The old house, again, like every so often the cops would show up, but I haven't had that at the new spot. So it's pretty good right now. I haven't had any thing I was too caught off guard with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. Oh, that's good.
Well, I like it that you can tell that you pretty much do it for the love for the music, and you just want to help and give the bands, like you said, you give the bands a place to stay or stop or swing through and give them whatever scratch you can muster up for them.
Yeah,
I think that's great. I think that's great.
Yeah, again, like you just said, it's not about the money. It's just for fun. It's just like the fun. It gives people something to do on one weekend, 2 weekends a month, and it's just a fun community to be a part of, and everyone's been super supportive. And like when we stopped doing shows, people were pretty bummed, and when we came back, people were hyped. So I was like, that's just nice to see after like 4 years of not doing, or like 3 to 4 years of not doing much, and people are still super interested and want like to be back at the shows. It's just really nice and a good
it's great to be appreciated.
So it's just nice that like you said, I just do it for fun and like for the community.
Yeah, it's pretty much what we're all about. Well, maybe not Jeff.
Yeah, no. I don't give
Jeff's
a shit.
just a grumpy old
I
bastard.
don't give a shit. Fuck you.
I just drag him along, kicking and screaming.
Damn it! I just want to go home. Oh my god, that's funny. But no, that's really cool. And like what are the bands like? Okay, so like not everybody stays at your house, I guess. Whatever.
Oh no, hardly people. People normally don't stay, but the offer's there if they need it. Like I had the last show, I had a band from New York crash, and then like I've probably at the new house maybe like 3 times the bands have stayed. Okay. So it doesn't happen often. A lot of times they live like an hour away, so there's not worth staying over. But if they're from New York, they play last or so, or like second to last, and it's like 10 o'clock by the time they leave. It's like it's a little late, and also we'll crash and hang out and drink and stuff like that. So so because a lot of the time like we're friends too, so it's like I haven't seen him in a while. You guys want to crash? And they're like, yeah, sure. So it's fun.
Nice. That's kind of cool. So you should like put up cameras and maybe
exactly. I was debating like I always had this idea for a podcast, and it would call it Pillow Talk, and it would just be like me sitting in bed with the bands and just like talking like just about whatever.
All nice and comfy.
Yeah, exactly. So that was
no.
my idea. Yeah.
Hey Jeff.
No.
I'll buy you Santa jammies.
Maybe.
See, I know how to do it. I got you already. What's said?
But no, really, no. So go ahead. Yeah, Pillow Talk. Yes.
That would be the name of the podcast. But I haven't pulled that trigger yet.
Actually, that'd be entertaining.
Yeah. Well, you got a couple of like wireless cameras, and you maybe like just like a nice microphone you could put somewhere in the back of the room.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be late at night, so you're probably wasted. It'd be fucking hysterical.
Probably.
You'd have to be really good at editing.
Yeah.
So you'd have to edit the fuck out of all the shit people say. Right, sure. Dickhead?
Yeah. I edited out half of everything you say.
I know. Feel bad? Never. Sorry, I feel bad.
No, you don't.
No, fuck you.
I told you, you're a grumpy old bastard.
I know. It's just getting worse. So, like, okay, like what, like how many piece band? Like, what's the biggest band? Not famous. Like, how many?
Like people
5 piece, 6 piece. 3 piece.
Because the space has to be, at a premium.
The most that I've had
You're not having like a 10-piece ska band.
No,
you know?
no.
Why
like,
not?
would I? Sure, we would find a way to make it work. But there would be like 3 lines, like 3 rows. But I think the most I had was this band named Neanderthals, and they had 6 singer, drummer, guitarist, piano. I think they had 6.
Okay.
Yes. But that's the most I've had. I haven't had any like thing too crazy. Normally it's 4.
Okay.
We'll have to
That's it to
test the
be.
limits and hook them up with Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, our buddy
boy,
Mark, they've been on the podcast. It's a band called Burn Tavern. They're like anywhere from 6 to 11 piece folk band. They don't use they don't use any mics. It's a lot of like hand percussion and things like that, and they're a vibe. Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, and they're good at it.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. There you
Yeah,
go, Mark. I'm not that much of a dick.
They play like all sorts of like little like hand drums and like mandolins and accordions.
Okay. Yeah.
and all sorts of weird shit.
Yeah, pretty weird shit.
Flutes. You
Is
name
there
it.
like a turtle shell or something like that that somebody beats
What are
up?
the little drums with the fucking metal drums with the spots on the top of them?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
looks like a turtle shell.
No, that's not a steel drum. What is
Steel
it?
drum.
What's that
Yeah, well,
called?
no, it's because it's out.
It's not a hand pan.
Yeah. I forget what it's called.
It's kind of like a hand pan, but
Looks
not
like a turtle.
Yeah,
The one where they like hit it. Type
Yeah.
Of, yeah. Mhm.
and well, that's a hand pan. This one you use little mouths. But
Oh, never
like I
mind.
said, they have that. They have flutes. They have an upright bass. They have all sorts of shit. They do good at your place because you wouldn't even have to mic them.
Mhm.
And then they got some energy that they do.
Yeah. The mic situation is really just
Here's a
2.
58.
It's just 2 mics hooked up to the PA system, and that's it. And they're like,
Okay.
all right, just this is what you have to work.
I said with them,
with.
9 times out of 10 they won't even use the mics. They'll just say turn it off.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So it would be great for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you running? Like just 2 15s hanging or on stands or?
They're on stands. I honestly have no idea what size they are, but
Okay.
they're
Pretty big.
Yeah, probably
yeah,
15s.
Yeah.
they're an average. They were the brand starts with an H, something
Harbinger.
Yeah. It was like
Guitar
it was
Center.
a PA kit. It was
Okay.
and it was like the box, like the power supply.
yeah.
And then the two speakers, and then it was that. I was like, all right, it was like 200 something on the bucks. Cool.
Yeah.
I've had it for like 6 years now, so
Nice. Nice.
it's great. But I have them on stands. I used to be on the floor, and then my friend gave me stands when he just didn't use them anymore. So he just gave me the stands, and then now I have those, and that just makes it a lot better for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's great.
Yeah. Well, sad. Hopefully, being on here, we can get you a couple bands down your way that'll
Yeah, for sure. So
help
tell
you
them,
out, bring you some money at some shows. You'll be able to get some more equipment.
tell them to hit us up on Instagram. That's what I do. Like email also, but I hardly check the email. I'll like look at it like, oh, there's like 10 bands that want to show. My bad, guys. And then hopefully I was like, all right, half of them found me on Instagram and messaged me. So I have talked. So it's good.
that's good.
But
Yeah, like most of the time, I get a lot of bands that hit me up on Instagram, and I'm always just like, email me because if it's not in an email, I don't even bother with the show. I'm like anybody that messaged me for a show, I'm like it all goes to the email. If you want to be part of this, it's got to go there because I keep all my booking information in one spot. That's it. Or else it gets lost. It gets lost because there's like so many times people will message me and I'm like, and I like a month later when I start because I'll normally book and then I'm like 2-3 months out. And then next thing I know, I'm trying to find bands again. I'm like, all right, there was that band, but is it on TikTok? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Is it in our email? And then I got to go fucking searching through everything. It's a nightmare.
Sorry.
It would be nice if I had some help.
I bet you would. You should probably look into that.
So what is your favorite style of music to have at your venue?
So my personal one, it works out because I'm a big like Midwest emo music fan. I'll really listen to it all. I'm not, I don't really discriminate. But like if I had to like pick one that I wasn't a huge into, maybe like metal. But that's just I still enjoy it. It's just not my necessarily cup of tea to listen
Not
to
your bag,
all
yeah.
day. Yeah, but emo bands are definitely high on my list, and just alternative in general type of thing.
So you like metal, just not the screaming.
Oh, I like screaming. Maybe like the pig grunts and all that stuff
Yeah.
is a little too much, but other than that, I do enjoy it. It's just I'm not getting in that pit. That's for sure.
Yeah, right.
Once someone starts throwing bows, like all right, I'm out.
Yeah. Bye.
Like
Oh, man.
I like hardcore music, but like having the hardcore shows in my basement is like, no one touch that water pipe, please. Don't let's not flood this place. Like,
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
gonna end real badly.
Got to be selective because you said you don't want anybody damaging anything.
Yeah,
or
so, like-
damaging themselves.
and I have no issue booking a hardcore like metal or any like hard like heavier band. It's just like I probably won't do a full show of that.
Oh,
I'd be
yeah.
like, yeah, like one or two, and then that's fine. But just not a full like a full bill of hardcore or like metal is kind of not what houses are built for.
Oh yeah. Well, not to mention in a small space like that, it would get very loud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Very
that's true
loud.
too.
Yeah. And then it just starts to sound like shit because the sound.
Yeah, it's just kinda, like, bouncing around.
Yeah, do you have like the walls treated or anything? Or
No,
it's just,
it's just
there you are.
It's just
Raw
there.
dogging it.
Yeah, just raw dogging, just concrete and drywall or whatever, the
Okay.
sheetrock.
Grassroots DIY, man.
Yeah. Maybe I'll throw some egg crates on there eventually, but
Yeah, just something to dampen the sound a little so it doesn't
Yeah.
bounce so much.
well, it becomes just a little more enjoyable to the ear.
yeah, there's some rugs down, so there's something on the floor at least to
Okay.
absorb something. But
Something, yeah.
I'll cross that bridge when it comes.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure.
Well, like I said,
sure.
one step at a time. That's the beauty of the DIY is it's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and the sound is pretty. It sounds not too bad in there. Like, obviously, throw some earplugs in, so you're not like getting tinnitus and deafening yourself.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
in my old age now, I'm definitely aware of that and taking precautions, but to keep my hearing. But the younger years did not care too much. But yeah, so I'll
Old
get there
age, what are you
eventually.
in your 30s?
I'm 31.
Oh,
So
Jesus. Fuck.
Making us feel like fucking senior
know.
citizens.
Oh, my God.
whenever all the people now that come to my shows, they're like 19. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I was thinking, he's like, yeah, now that I'm old, and I'm like, I'm like fuck 13 years older than you.
How's it feel? Oh, my
How does
God.
it feel to be even older than me?
Oh, I don't care anymore. So people find you basically on Instagram, right? Is that your
Yeah.
main platform?
Yeah,
or?
Instagram's
Okay.
the main platform. Like, I have a Facebook for it. All the Instagram stuff just gets linked to the Facebook when I post. But
Okay.
Instagram is my main point of communication, advertising, and all that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for the bands that don't know you, where can they find you?
We are on Facebook. I believe we are the Greenbrier House or just Greenbrier NJ. I forget what it is now. I changed at some point, but I'm not sure if that took. Facebook is weird. But the main source is on Instagram, and that is Greenbrier NJ. Greenbrier with an Grenbrier NJ.
We'll have links in the description.
I hope so. You better do that.
Yeah, it's on you. You're doing this one.
Okay, no problem.
And then if you want,
Better
the
spell that out and talk real slow.
and then if you want the email, it's greenbriershows@gmail.com.
Yeah, but we don't use that much.
Yes, yeah. So like I'll check it like maybe once a week or so, but Instagram is definitely the one to
Okay.
hit me up on.
Yeah, I said I hit you up, and we pretty much had you
Yeah.
scheduled on here within a couple hours.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was I'll answer pretty quick. Sometimes if it goes to the request, I'll kind of forget about it and be like, all right, I need to answer the person. Like I look back like, oh, it's been 6 days. Okay, time to get back to this
6
one.
days I do that. I'm like, oh shit, it's been like 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Way to
So-
go. Way to go, Chief.
So normally if I take a while, it will be maybe a week and I'll get back to you. If at worst, at best, like I'll get back to you immediately.
Yeah, it wasn't a problem in the beginning, but it was like towards the middle of last year. It was like I had bands hitting me up in like July, and they're like, "Oh, we want to come on the podcast," and I'm like, "I hate to break it to you, but we're like literally booked out through December already."
That's the same. That's the same thing here. I'll have a band hit me up, be like, we're trying to get a show in March. I'm like, hey, bud, it's January. I don't have an opening until like July right now. Because we only do one show a month, so
Yeah.
it gets pretty far. And I don't really care booking so far in advance. It's just like I'll try and do like a 5 month.
Yeah, because the problem is
Thing.
when you book that far out, someone's bound to cancel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's happened before. It's annoying where it's like I had a show booked and then I was messaging baby like, hey, I haven't heard from you. The show's tomorrow. You like still coming? Like, we forgot to message you, and like we're gonna have to cancel. And like I was gonna message you, but then I just didn't. I'm like, all right, well, one, thank you for I guess cool. Thanks for canceling. So we're now a 3 bill show, which is fine. But like it's like now it's like then they hit me up again for a show. I'm like, not saying names, but it's like you guys.
No, we're good,
No,
man.
we're not. I'm like I'm gonna just ghost you on this one. I'm gonna leave you on red because we're not. That's not how that works.
Yeah. Well, no, it's bullshit. Like, yeah.
Well, we've had certain people who we're not going to say from places we're not going to say that
Right.
booked.
You don't feel like working on this one, huh?
And then and then come the day of the show, they just don't show up.
Oh,
And then we go to message them. It's like, it's really unprofessional, wasting our time.
What's this we? That was you.
Oh, yeah, but
Let's get it clear.
It's
That was you.
unprofessional, wasting our time. And next thing I know, we are blocked on all forms of social media. Yep. Fuck you, I hate people.
there's some areas around me that are they think they're a little better than what they are at times.
Oh,
so
yeah.
and
Well, I mean, that's
think
everywhere. I
That's
get that.
everywhere.
That's
That's the one
everywhere.
thing we always rail against around here is music is supposed to be a community and it shouldn't be cliquey, and you should be inclusive to everyone and not just excluding people because they don't fit your mold.
Yeah.
I don't get
Oh,
how you
yeah,
can be
100%.
clicky when you're at the bottom of the barrel of fucking society.
It's like
Let's be
you're
honest.
you're a local musician. You don't have much going
Yeah.
on. So
You barely have rights. Shut up.
you kind of need friends, and if you don't have friends, you're a dick in the industry. You're not going to go anywhere.
This is true.
Well, we're dicks, so we don't have friends.
And I don't know. I'm fucking old now. I can care less. I played that game.
Yeah.
I don't have to play anymore.
That's the good thing is our playing days are they're almost at an end. We're maybe
No, they're at an end.
play here and there, but that's really about it.
I do what I want now. It's like the chains that freed me.
I just talk shit about everybody.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about nobody.
Is there anything you want to talk about? Yeah. We're just sitting here rambling on.
Trying to think if there's anything that I haven't really covered yet. What kind of music did you guys play? We'll dive into you guys.
Us?
Welcome to my podcast. What's
Yeah.
When me
There's
and
the
Jeff
fucking
play,
pillow and
it's,
pajamas.
I say our project is, definitely very like 90s rock,
Yeah.
alternative influence because that's the generation we grew up in.
and what do you guys play?
He plays guitar, I play bass.
Okay.
Yeah. I was in a stoner rock band for a long time. I sang in that. And he's been in many bands that we were in.
I loved before COVID. Like the top number was 5. And I'm like, I remember.
5?
Yeah. And I was like, COVID. I was like, nope, 0. Like, fuck this.
This gives me a reason not to see anyone.
Yeah. Not even that. It was just annoying. Like, it just got to the point where it's just like, when things started opening back up and people were telling me like, oh my God, we went and played this place that we've played forever and they cut this or they cut that. And it's just like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah.
not worth it.
Yeah, well, we noticed, especially with COVID, like especially the older musicians, a lot of us were on that hamster wheel for so long, just going and going and going and going, and then everything stopped.
Yeah,
And
so it
then
was like
a lot of them got back on the wheel, but like him, some of them were just like, "Fuck the wheel."
Yeah, it's like a lot. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying this,
Yeah.
not being on the wheel here.
Yeah. I mean,
He
it
just
was.
does his studio work, and really, that's
Yeah, I'm more of a studio guy than I am live and dealing with promoters and all that shit. It's stupid. The one thing I do, besides I enjoy playing with Matt and that project, I do like a Christmas band. That's like 2 months a year.
Oh yeah, I mean at that
It's
point it's
fucking
like,
easy.
yeah.
July and December, you're like, yep, no problem.
At this point, 2 episodes ago, the Christmas band has a set on YouTube
Yeah.
from our show in December at Manafurka Brewery.
Yeah.
You can go on there and leave hateful comments towards Jeffrey.
You should. Or the drummer that was eating, what the fuck was he?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, man. I was so impressed. Like, this guy's playing the cajon, right? Sitting there.
Cajon.
Like, doesn't miss a beat. And he's just like, beer. And then he's got this huge bag of gummy lifesavers. He's just like shoveling them in his mouth. Doesn't fucking miss a beat, though.
Fucking Billy. God,
I was like,
that
God damn. Like, nonstop. The entire half-hour set. He's just fucking eating and drinking.
So that's what us
professional.
older fucking
Yeah.
pros could do.
I even asked him, like, why? He's like, I couldn't smoke a cigarette.
True story there.
Yeah.
All right, so we got you at least from Instagram, your email. You want to talk about any shows that are coming up?
Plug some of your upcoming shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our anniversary show is coming up this weekend. I guess now it's February. It's what, February?
Well, this
9th
won't be
now?
out for
yeah. This
3
won't be
weeks.
out to
3 weeks.
Yeah.
It'll
So
be out,
like
yeah.
our anniversary show.
Just happened.
It's just happened.
Blow out 65 people.
It was crazy.
Oh, man.
It should be a good one though. We got a couple sick local bands and or if they're in a surrounding area at least. But like Mules, if you ever heard of Mules of a Cellar before, they're a little newer, from maybe about a year now, but they're crazy. They're wild. Band like Monster Truck Fire Truck from more like the Glassboro-ish area, but some solid acts. But that's coming up next week, the 15th, and again, it will be 1 year the 16th. So like it worked out that
Okay.
got a nice Valentine's theme vibe too.
Oh, nice.
Love is in the air. But then
What you got for March?
March is on March 14th. I forget, who do we have for that? We have a couple bands from PA, then some local acts. So it was just that would just be like your average fun one. And the big one that I have planned right now is May 3rd. We have a band from the UK coming, which I'm pretty pumped for. They messaged us last year being like, hey, we're doing this tour in fall. It was supposed to be in November. Can we come? I was like, yeah, sure. And then I booked a solid bill around them, and then they had to bail because the tour, like, it just fell through. They're like, we're going to be back in the spring. Can we still get a show? I'm like, of course. Yeah, no problem at all. Like, I get it. Traveling to a different country is a little hard to, if something comes up, I get having to have
you get problems with visas and
just
getting your gear there.
Exactly. Like the lead singer, like the main person in the band is from Texas, I believe, and then moved over there. But then the rest of the band is from, I'm assuming, that area.
That's dedication.
Yeah. So so I have that.
Weird for the guy from Texas to go to England.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
Yeah, but she what was I gonna say? They sound pretty cool. They're definitely I don't even know how to really describe them, but they got some funky stuff. And by funky, not like funk. It's kind of dark, I guess, a little bit, but it's cool. But so that one's in May. That one's May 3rd. That should be fun. I gotta book in, trying to get some pretty good locals for that one, just to really get the crowd out there. It's gonna be fun. But other than that, I don't have too much planned. I think April 12th, but just another like just good bands going to be there, just from like kind of the surrounding area in PA. So it's going to be fun. Mm-hmm.
April 12th, I'll be on my golf trip.
Nobody cares.
Oh, I know a couple people that watch this. I care.
There's nobody that watches this.
Yeah, there is.
Wait, you?
Well, no, I don't even watch it.
Precisely.
No, like Eric.
Oh, well, he doesn't count.
I should call him in.
Call him in, yeah.
He's going to be like, did you get your fucking clubs done?
You want to pitch your idea?
To
the world?
No, not yet. It's got to
yet?
get worked out. Because I need a...
Top secret?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I'm actually fucking doing something, so
for
suck a
once,
dick.
For once. For once, I get to pull the Jeff and be like, just tell me when I got to show up.
No problem. I got this. So you know it's going to be a shit show.
But, I mean, if you want, maybe one day, we'll try to sit down and, whenever you got an open date, we'll try to link up and we can help you out. We can help you book a show, get some good bands.
Yeah, for sure. I'm, again, like I said, we normally only do one a month, but there's this one production company called Be Here Now, like local in the Egg Harbor area. And they'll hit me up every so often for shows. So like, you know what? I have an open day this month that I'll do too. So we can definitely hook up.
We can definitely
hook up and do a show for sure.
Throw a band or two on there for you, help you promote it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, be cool.
Yeah, definitely down for sure. Just let me know and we'll figure it out.
So we'll ask you the same final question that we ask everybody on their way out of here. If there's one singular thing that you could change about the music scene that would make things better.
Local
music scene. What would it be and why?
So this is something big with me that annoys me so much, and not to call out the younger generation, because you guys are great. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my shows. You guys are sick. You're great energy in the crowd. But once your friends leave, don't leave the venue. Stay for the entire show. That is something that's huge with me. It's like the headliner or like the main person at the end, like they're there, they deserve just as much as everyone else.
Especially if it's a touring band.
Especially if it's a touring band. I'll try and put touring bands like third or like second, just to like have a little more of a crowd if it's going to be a smaller night. But if they're big, they'll be fine. But it's just if your friend's band is playing, like I have multiple shows where like the entire crowd would bail after like the second band or third band because the band that was there was also in like high school or something like that. And then once they were done, everyone left. It's
Go
like,
to see the show.
It's like, come see the show, come hang out, be there, like whatever. Like I get it if you need to leave. Like I get if there's an emergency, but like the entire crowd doesn't have that same emergency. Like it's like, come on guys, let's hang out. Let's have a good time. Like just be there for the music and show everyone the same appreciation that you showed like that other band.
Yeah.
That's my one
said it
big
on
thing.
here a million times. There's not many people go to see like when we were younger, we would go out, we would go see a show. Like it didn't even matter who was playing. If there was one band we liked or 4 bands we liked, you went and you got there when the doors open and you supported all the acts playing all.
Exactly. So like,
but that doesn't happen so much in today's day and age. Everybody's so busy and you're kind of getting shoehorned into it because your friend's like, "Oh, come see my band."
Yeah.
So you literally see that one band and then you skate
and
it's
bail.
just-
Yeah, that's why like now I've been like, all right, the younger band, they're going last because then the crowd will stay. That's like how I've been doing it now. But yeah, it's just stay for the band. It's just stay for all the bands. Stay for the music. Have a good time. Especially it's free. It's free. Maybe if I made them pay, it'd be like I should make them pay if they want to leave. That's what I should start doing. Is like, all right, you want to leave early? Okay, it's free to come in.
I mean, if you want to make you want to make it better, you could always just $5 at the door.
Yeah. Oh well, that's the thing. Like
and they're inclined to stay if they put money into it.
That's what like they're
Think
probably
that, but not even.
More of them. You'd keep a couple of them.
Yeah,
I
like,
don't
you know
know.
what? I paid $10 to come in here. I'm going to stay. But
I like
it's-
his idea. It's free to come in here. It's
but
$5 to
it's
leave.
$5 to leave.
I like
If
that.
you
Lock
wanna
the
leave
door
early,
behind
it's
him
$5.
if you want out across
You
Mitch.
can't lock a door. It's fire.
But,
fire code, dickhead.
But yeah, that's. But
Bar
yeah,
the doors.
Didn't you watch that 90210 episode
no.
where they had the rave?
it's just me just sprawled out. Be like, you can't. My arm length is bigger than you.
Pay up, son.
Yeah,
pay up.
Oh, where are you going? Oh, you're leaving?
That's where I need to hire my one friend. Just be like, just stand at the door. If they try and leave, tell them no. But yeah, no. But that's my biggest thing is with my like scene is that, and it's been getting a little better, but it's just stay the whole time. It's
You gotta put a guy on the second
yeah.
door. Be like 2 to stand, 3 to squat.
yeah.
And then if they paid $3, you give them like 3 pieces of toilet paper. There you go.
Oh my god.
PCU back in the day. All right, but well, thanks for coming out. We really
No
appreciate
problem.
it.
Thanks for having me, guys. This was a fun time.
And thanks to our sponsors, Mad American Brewery down in Manahawkin,
Yes.
and Swing Graphics out on LBI.
Ah, nice. Yeah.
Jeff, it's been a pleasure.
As never.
All right, we're out.
Bye.